No sooner had he proceeded to fulfill his wicked intention than he was seen, turning back, shielding himself with his hands, as if something horrible in his pursuit. His companions asked him what the matter was. He said, "I perceived a ditch of burning fire, and some wings flying." Later on, the messenger commented saying, if he had proceeded further, the angels would have plucked off his limbs one after another. Fi Zilal al-Quran 29:312. Muslim. Such was the disgraceful treatment meted out to the Prophet, PBUH, the great man, respected as he was by his compatriots, with an influential man, his uncle Abu Talib, at his back to support him. If the matters were so with the Prophet, PBUH, what about those people deemed weak with no clan to support them? Let us consider their situation in some detail. Whenever Abu Jahl heard of the conversion of a man of high birth with powerful friends, he would degrade his prudence and intellect, undermine his judgment, and threaten him with dire consequences, if he was a merchant. If the new convert was socially weak, he would beat him ruthlessly and put him to unspeakable tortures. Ibn Hisham 1:320. The uncle of Uthman bin Affan used to wrap Uthman in a mat of palm leaves and set fire under him. When Musab bin Umair heard of her son's conversion, she put him to starvation and then expelled him from her house. He used to enjoy full luxurious easy life, but in the aftermath of the tortures he sustained, his skin got wizened, and he assumed a horrible physical appearance. Rahmat al-Lilalameen 157, Taqay. Al-Attar p.60 Bilal, the slave of Umayyah bin Khalaf, was severely beaten by his master when the latter came to know of his conversion to Islam. Sometimes a rope was put around his neck and street boys were made to drag him through the streets and even across the hillocks of Makkah. At times he was subjected to prolonged deprivation of food and drink, at others, he was bound up, made to lie down on the burning sand and under the crushing burden of heavy stones. Similar other measures were resorted to in order to force him to recant. All this proved in vain. He persisted in his belief in the oneness of Allah. On one such occasion, Abu Bakr was passing by, moved by pity. He purchased and emancipated him from slavery. Ibn Hisham 1:317-318. Rahmat al-Lilalameen 157. Another victim of the high-handedness of Quraysh was Ammar bin Yasir, a freed slave of Bani Mukoam. He, along with his mother and father, embraced Islam in its early phase. They were repeatedly made to lie on the burning sand and were beaten severely. Ammar was at times tossed up on embers